Happy days are here again. The sky above is clear again. Let me sing a song of cheer again. Happy days are here again. Look, my whole desk is moving. I'm so excited. The scale showed a loss today. Yes. Smooth move hasn't moved, although I can feel things gurgling inside. So maybe today, probably today, because I feel like I may have this morning, but no, which makes me even happier because I had a loss. And the smooth move tea has not moved anything yet. So yesterday I went back to the usual. I mean, I really haven't changed much. I had a piece of fish as opposed to the chicken. Not that that matters. I actually think it has more fat in it. And I had the vegetables. I didn't cook it with the garlic salt, but then I made the vegetables and I was just looking at them and I didn't have any butter spray to put on them and that. And I just thought, heck with it. And I sprinkled the garlic salt, the Lowry parsley garlic salt on top of it. When I look at the ingredient list, there is sugar in it. And I always say be careful not to use seasonings that have sugar in it. But it's like the 6th ingredient. And besides salt and parsley and, like garlic, there's garlic and salt and parsley and something else, and then sugar. So it's such trace amounts of sugar that I don't care. And I did put it all over my vegetables, and they were delicious. And I got on the scale. You're gonna believe this. You're not gonna believe this. Ready? 159.9. The 150s. Yes. Be still my heart. I have 5 more weigh-ins. Yeah, I have 5 more weigh-ins before I go to my retreat. And I wanted to get into the 150s. I mean, I really wanted to be 155. That was my original goal. I'm not going to be losing 5 pounds in 5 days. Not at this point. Not when you're 20-some days into the diet. It's not going to happen. But if I can get close to 157, I would be really, really thrilled. Did you understand that? I'm like talking quietly because people are still sleeping. I said I will be really, really thrilled if I can get close to 157 before getting off this diet. Now, those last 2 days, I won't be doing the drops, but I'll still be on the diet all the way through, really through Friday. My first meal will be Friday evening at 7 o'clock at night. So I'll be good the whole rest of that day and not having anything to eat. I don't know. I may have to snack on something because by then the drops will have been out of my system. I had no problem not taking the drops for about 3 to 4 days when I had Tom, but your body's supposed to be producing hCG at that time. So I don't think that I'm going to do very well not being on Tom at the end of the diet. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I really hope it doesn't hit 160.0 tomorrow. But I'm just so happy that I completely jumped from the 161s to 159.9. It was like God giving me a little kiss saying, hang in there, you're doing good. Thanks for not giving up and being diligent and not throwing in the towel and being a person that drives and doesn't give up. And so that makes me happy. All right. I don't even know what to say about it other than I am thrilled. So I go back to what I said before. Remember, I had a 6-day essential stall. And then afterwards, I had like 4 days in a row of losing like almost a pound a day. And so it was just sort of my body going, oh, okay, we are definitely losing weight. I think we need to hold on to this weight for a little bit. I don't know what's happening. Now we'll go ahead and lose. And then I kind of went through this 4 or 5 day stall again. Let's see how long it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 days. Yeah, 5 days. And then I lost 1.3. So hopefully, if I could lose another half a pound tomorrow, I'd be so happy. So I'm day 26 on this diet. I am going to day 28. And then I'm going to start with essentially weaning off at that point. So on the 5th and the 6th and the 7th, I will not have the drops, but I'm going to do my best to stay as close to the 500 calorie diet. I'll have no problem on day 29 doing that. Day 30 is going to be trickier, and day 31, I may have to have something during the day. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, I am down 13.1 pounds. That makes me feel real good. 159. I could humble myself if I want to and look and see the last time I did these rounds. This is so I don't get too full of myself. Yeah, last time I did these, I started it at 160.5. Yeah, 160.5. I decided to go on hCG. So should I be terribly proud of myself? No, that shows you just how much the holidays did me in and how very undisciplined I was during that time. And the time before that, I don't know. I thought I had another sheet of paper here, but it doesn't seem to be that way. This is March, this is April, this is 2018. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to waste your time trying to figure this out, but essentially I'm down to where I kind of go, I really want to lose some weight. So this would be like if this were summertime and I'd have to be putting on shorts or t-shirts or something. I'd be like, okay, let's do hCG. Let's jump into this and lose a bunch of weight. But I'm happy that I'm getting closer to where I mean, I knew last night when I was in bed, I remember saying to myself, if the scale says there's a gain tomorrow, I don't even really care, because I could just feel my stomach getting tighter and I could just feel myself feeling smaller. And that it was an interesting day yesterday. Actually, I felt kind of fatigued. I wasn't even going to go on the treadmill at all. I had no plans to go on the treadmill, but my one daughter called from college and we FaceTimed for about an hour and a half. And then right afterwards, my daughter, who lives in California, FaceTimed me. And we usually talk for 1 to 2 hours. And I just couldn't sit in my bed with my laptop anymore. So I took my cell phone and I went on the treadmill and just walked, knowing, or I may have had an incline of like 2 or 3. And I put the speed really low. So it was just a walk, a constant walk. And that was for an hour before my cell phone battery gave out and I had to go onto my laptop. So I did do 1 hour on the treadmill. I didn't, not burning the calories that I normally would, or getting the kind of cardio or muscle conditioning that I normally would. And again, I am very inactive on a daily basis. I work from home. I do my stuff from home. I'm sitting down doing stuff at my desk, or I'm sitting on my bed with my laptop on my lap, or, my big exercise is to go down to the kitchen and then come back up. So the amount of work I do on the treadmill is necessary to just be what an average person does, just moving about and not exercising in their day. So I don't really count it. I don't look at it in terms of calories burned or any of that kind of stuff. Like, oh, I could eat more. No, I can't. I live too sedentary of a life. I don't appreciate that. I wish I didn't live a sedentary of a life, but it is what it is. It's circumstances. This is my job. This is the way it is. This weekend, I will be on my feet almost the entire weekend, and I will be exhausted by the end of it because of that too. A lot of walking and moving around and very little sitting. Even if I'm not walking, I'm standing almost all weekend long. And Friday, hauling boxes in and setting things up and all that. Like, I do not sit on Friday. Really hardly at all. Sunday I do better than Friday. Friday's the worst day of the 3, which is rough because that's how you begin your whole weekend. But anyway. All right, so what I'm going to talk about just for a brief moment today is vegetarians. Just going to have a short little paragraph here. Dr. Simeon's actually addressed vegetarians specifically in his protocol. So if you are a vegetarian wondering, can I do this diet or not? I'm going to just read to you the couple sentences straight out of the Pounds and Inches protocol by Dr. Simeon's, who created this hCG diet. All right, he says, strict vegetarians such as Orthodox Hindus present a special problem because milk and curds are the only animal protein that they will eat. To supply them with sufficient protein of animal origin, they must drink 500 cc's of skim milk per day. Though part of this ration can be taken as curds. Do people still eat curds? Are curds and whey a thing? All right. As far as fruit, vegetable, are curds like a kind of like a cheese? Because do they call, like when you get poutine, don't they call those cheese curds that are in the poutine, the little hunks of cheese? So I think curds are cheese. Sometimes I make myself just seem so ignorant in these videos. All right. So those portion of this ration can be taken as curds. As far as fruit, vegetables, and starch are concerned, their diet is the same as the non-vegetarians. They cannot be allowed their usual intake of vegetable proteins from legumes and plants such as beans, or from wheat or nuts, nor can they have their customary rice. In spite of these severe restrictions, their average loss is about half of that of the non-vegetarians, presumably owing this to the sugar content that is in the milk. So stinks to be a vegetarian and on this diet, because if you're going to lose half as much, I'm telling you, if I lost, I have already lost my page. If I would go 26 days and only lose 6.5 pounds, that would be hard. That would be really hard. It seems like there would be a better diet for vegetarians to be on, where you can lose weight and just like restrict sugar and carbs and eat whatever your normal legumes and beans and proteins that you have and vegetables and just stick to that. That's what I would suggest. I wouldn't suggest doing hCG. But again, I'm not a medical professional. This is just my own personal opinion. All right. So that's all I have for today. I just wanted to address the vegetarians. We'll talk about another topic tomorrow. I just wanted to share that after 5 days, I'm starting to lose weight again. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So stick with it. I said this before, and then I had a hard time listening to my own advice during those 5 days when I'm like, I don't understand. But hopefully I'm back on track. We'll see what tomorrow brings. I'll see you tomorrow. Good luck to you, and stay on track. You know what? I might actually tomorrow go through and list all the different topics that are in the protocol from Dr. Simeon's, because he has a ton of specifics, and a lot of them are specific medical conditions, gout or I can't think of another one right now. But anyway, high blood pressure and different things like this. So, and there's so many, and there's no way that I'm going to be able to do enough videos to cover the 42 pages of information that he has. So I think that might be what I'll do tomorrow, is I'll just give you the subtopics of all the different categories that he has. And then if there's one in particular you want, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just pick whichever one just seems interesting to me, and probably the one that doesn't take that long to explain. All right. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Happy hCG diet to you. Bye.